Hello, the internet. Fuck.
Hello, the internet. You've somehow stumbled onto our podcast, Random Bits, with me, Brandon.
But I have to be the one to do it.
And him, Randall. Where we talk about gaming, geek culture, and everything else that we can think of.
Today's Saturday, January 13th. Brandon, guess what I did?
What did you do, Randall?
I copyrighted Hello, the internet.
Copyrighted?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
It is now.
Are you going to copyright that too?
Yes. A copyright?
Just copyright all the things.
I didn't do any of that. It's a running gag. I apparently can't talk today, so this podcast is going to go swimmingly.
Do I do all the talking most
Most of the time, you have good stories. You have stories. I don't really have stories.
You know how you get stories? You go out in the world and do stuff.
Humorous quips. I don't like people, though.
Me either. That's why my stories are how I hate people and doing things alone. You know, what's really liberating doing by yourself, which people never do, going to the movie. Going to a movie by yourself is oddly liberating. You can find one seat, and normally if it's a packed theater, there's always one seat by itself. You don't have to worry about talking to anybody after. You just get in your car and go. You don't have to worry about passing the popcorn back and forth because you got all the popcorn yourself.
First of all, no. Nobody passes popcorn back and forth because if you have popcorn, you're paying for your own popcorn. You're not mooching off of my popcorn.
We don't make it large, so everybody shares a large popcorn since it's free refills.
No. You did things this week, Brandon. You painted a mini.
I painted a mini. Didn't play mini games. I just played a little bit more Tetris and a little bit of Smash for 3DS.
You played Smash?
For 3DS. The Smash run is very enjoyable. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much a 2D fighter.
Yeah.
So you run around and fight all the minions, and then depending on what you kill, they drop power-ups. Collect the power-ups.
Like, didn't Brawl have one like that?
I don't think so.
One of them had the story mode.
Well, it's not the story mode. It's just you got 5 minutes to run and kill all these little mobs. They drop power-ups. You get them, and then at the end of it, you fight 3 other people that do the same thing.
Oh, okay.
I just play against CPU, which is way easy, but I enjoy the first 5 minutes, not the fight at the end.
Yeah.
Play disc golf. I was now this time I was paired with a better person.
You were the newbie.
Yeah, I was the newbie. But yeah, I didn't play much. I watched a lot of AGDQ.
Nobody knows what that is.
Awesome Games Done Quick. They had 150-something thousand viewers.
None of them listen to this podcast.
Nobody listens to this podcast. You play anything other than Injustice? Or Marvel, whatever the hell you've been
Injustice.
playing?
I restarted Lego Jurassic Park. I started Lego Avengers. I started getting parts together for my Bane 1/6 figure. That's going to be fun.
That I might have to paint parts of.
That you might have to paint parts of, yeah.
But if you saw a mini, I'm getting better.
Yeah.
My minis are definitely you can definitely look at the first one, well, that's crap, to the newest one, which is pretty good.
I never showed you my Batman, but I did some modifications to my 1/6 Batman. I mudded up his cape and his boots. And I got him a grapple gun from Jack's. So he's pretty done. I'm going to get some black cargo pants and put those on him because, the whole Dark Knight thing. They'll fit with Batman better.
Okay.
I'm going to take his pants off and use them for Bane.
Okay, yeah.
The combat pants.
Yeah. I just, when you showed me Batman with a gun, I immediately thought that was...
Oh, I did show you.
Daddy Wayne. What was Bruce Wayne's dad?
Thomas.
I thought it was Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
From Flashpoint Batman.
Flashpoint Batman.
Because he uses guns.
I forgot that I accidentally texted you those pictures.
Much better than getting an accidental dick pic. Much better.
Accidental Batman pic is much better than accidental dick pic.
Or even on purpose dick pic. So you did play a new phone game.
I played a new phone game. I started over a new phone game. I had it on my old phone, but I re-downloaded it re-downloaded it, and realized how great it is. It's called Battlejack. It's an RPG, has RPG elements.
Is it turn-based combat?
No, kind of. It has RPG elements. It has an elemental system, so certain cards do more damage than others.
Oh, so a trading card game?
Kind of, yes. But the battle system is blackjack.
That just sounds bad.
You know how much I love blackjack. If you don't, you do now. I love blackjack.
I don't know how I'd feel about
It's
playing
pretty
that.
cool.
I don't think I could play it.
It's free, if that makes it better.
Not really, because I have like $20-something through Google Play through doing the surveys.
Jesus.
I get like one a day asking me where I went, and it's normally I didn't go to Indy's place, and they give me 10 cents for it.
I never get any.
I get them all the time.
I have the same thing. And
you have to leave your house more.
Well,
they don't care if you're... They're not going to ask you, have you
Maybe
visited your house lately?
Maybe that's the problem.
I mean, I'm downtown and constantly driving past stuff, and
Yeah.
they see all those places. And,
They're
hey,
watching
have you
you.
been
Big
here?
Brother's watching you.
Well, it's Google, big Google.
Big Google.
But I'm thinking about getting a Pixel 2, and Brian said that when they first released the Pixel 2, or I'd been the Pixel 1, he wasn't sure. They were actually asking people surveys and stuff through their phone settings that they couldn't turn off.
Great.
So you watch a good bit of television, don't you?
Not really, but go on.
Well, more than I do, probably. What are some TV shows that you liked that you think were canceled too early? Of course, Firefly is the correct answer.
So I was going to say, are you just going to say Firefly?
It is the correct answer, but there are other...
I never watched Firefly, and I'm probably going to get flack for that. I've seen like 3 episodes.
And that's a travesty. I've watched that season, the whole thing, too many times to count.
I really liked... what was the name of that show? Houdini and Doyle. It was really good.
I don't remember that one.
It was the fiction. I mean, it's not fictional. They were friends, but it was the exploits of Harry Houdini and Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh, I didn't know he had friends. I thought it was just that weird one guy.
No, they were friends. Yeah, they were really good friends. It was funny because Arthur Conan Doyle was super interested in spirituality and religion and all this shit.
And Houdini was not.
And Houdini was like, "This is bullshit."
Houdini made it his personal life mission to expose every psychic.
Every crack, yeah. Houdini and Doyle was really good. There was
what was that show that was on like CW?
Because I'm gonna lose it if I don't. The Lone Gunman, the X-Files spinoff.
I didn't know about that one.
It only lasted. I might be wrong, but I think it lasted like 4 episodes. It probably wasn't good, but it was a good premise. I could probably think of more, but go ahead.
What show was it? It was like The Cape or something.
The Cape.
Yeah, it was about a guy that got a cape that he could. It was almost a superhero with it.
I got nothing.
He was like a circus performer or something, and they gave him this cape that he could fight crime with.
I'm glad.
I think it went one whole season, and it wasn't, great, but I enjoyed it for the most part.
Huh. So you enjoyed it so much so that you can't actually remember the name of it.
Yeah, and that I don't remember actually watching the full season. I just caught it whenever it was on. I mean, I don't have cable now. It was still when I was living with my parents.
I don't know how many seasons it went, but I don't think Kablam should have ever been canceled on Nickelodeon.
Have you watched it ever? Have you ever gone to YouTube and watched them?
Yeah.
They're not good.
They're fantastic.
They are not good.
Justice League Now was amazing. Or not Justice League Now. What was the name of their group?
Prometheus and Bob.
Prometheus and Bob was great. What was the name of the superhero group with Meltman?
Action League Now.
Action League Now. With the power to melt. It's fantastic.
Now, a show that they should definitely bring back a Survivor. They've only done like 35 seasons now.
The game show?
Yeah, the
Are
reality
you being
TV
serious?
show. Yeah. No, I'm not serious that they should bring it back, but I still watch it. That's the only television series that I watch. I mark in my calendar when the new season starts.
Oh, man.
And then I watch it. My sister watches it at the gym. It sucks because I don't want to watch it there in bits and pieces. I normally watch it Friday during my lunch break through the CBS app. But I mean, that's the only... It's my one guilty pleasure It is normally not good TV.
Did you ever watch Lost?
I did not. I watched like the first episode with everybody else.
I watched about the first half of the first season
when they were still looking for the stupid polar bear.
Yeah, and it was good, but it wasn't good enough to hold me. And now knowing that certain questions don't ever get answered, I'm like, I'm not watching this because that's just gonna piss me off.
Like The Sopranos just ended mid-sentence.
Oh, that was great. Oh my God, that was fantastic. I never watched The Sopranos, but I appreciate that level of troll. And you know, the people that were watching it at the time were like, they only got a minute and a half left. They better wrap it up. Well, they wrapped it up. Did they ever say why they did that?
I never followed enough to care.
You don't care enough to. Yeah, me neither.
Never tracked it down.
What are some shows, Brandon, that you think lasted entirely too long? Survivor.
Well, Survivor is okay because they bring in new people all the time.
Yeah.
It's not the same people. How I Met Your Mother went entirely too long.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Survivor. I only ever watched the first episode of Survivor. The first episode, season 1, episode 1. Bit into a fig full of bugs. I'm like, nope.
See, I didn't even see that. I started watching because when it came out, I was working. I was always either at work or at some band function when Survivor was on, so I never got to watch it, and we didn't have good enough internet to stream it. I don't know if you could stream it at that time.
Probably not.
So, I mean, but How I Met Your Mother went entirely too long. Hey, kids, why don't you sit down and I'm going to tell you all about all the chicks I banged before I met your mother.
Okay, here's my problem with How I Met Your Mother. They have the guy,
Ted,
sure, that the show's about. He's already an adult, right?
He's an aged adult at that time.
He's an adult, right.
He has grown kids.
Okay. Then they have the narrator, who's also Ted, right?
Yes.
But it's not the same voice.
No.
So,
well, he's telling a story. When
right.
you tell your story, you put other people in your circumstance. He might be, this is how I pictured myself, because this is his memories you're going back through.
Right.
It's not a documented
what I'm
list.
saying, hold on, what I'm saying
but this is how he views himself, how he sees himself talking.
Right. But what I'm saying is...
Because I don't sound what I think I sound like. All these people are hearing different. All these people in quotes. But they're hearing a different voice than I hear in my head.
Okay, that's fine. But you hear Ted talking.
Yes.
And then you hear the narrator, and it's not the same voice.
I don't think you hear the narrator that often. It's not even once an episode.
You don't think?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I don't know.
But that went entirely too long.
I thought it was a whole lot more often than that. That was my one thing about How I Met Your Mother, and I watched a couple of episodes, and I remember the last episode coming out, and everybody just being pissed off, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad everybody's pissed off.
I mean, they met the mother. You finally meet the lady. And I don't know if I ever have kids, if I'm going to sit them down and tell them about all the chicks that I banged before I met their mother. That's just not something, that's not a story you share with your children.
I don't think there are going to be any chicks before the mother.
Sure there will be. But I mean, I just don't think that's a conversation you should have with children, with your children. I don't think my child would... If my dad said, hold on. Sit down right there and let me tell you some stories. I think after the first one I would have gotten up and left.
I think it might depend on the age of the child. We're not going to get into the morality of How I Met Your Mother, all right? I watch a decent amount of TV, Brandon.
Yeah.
You watch some TV. Favorite good guy, bad guy. It doesn't necessarily have to be in TV.
Stick with TV.
No, it doesn't.
Because my favorite bad guy across all media is Handsome Jack from Borderlands.
Right.
Handsome Jack is the best bad guy. You absolutely hate him from the word go.
First of all, I love Handsome Jack because I love the bad guys. I always said that if
I love to hate him.
If I ever got into wrestling, I was going to be a heel because it's so much fun to be the bad guy. Ted DiBiase taught me that.
I don't know who that is.
The $1 Million Man. Handsome Jack.
He is a great villain. I think he's definitely my favorite villain of all time. Just because he's so fun to hate.
What about the good guy?
That's a bit harder.
Don't say Mario.
I'm not gonna say Mario.
Mario's not a good
Mario's
guy.
an asshole. I don't know. We'll come back to that. Who's your favorite
Bad
guy?
The Master from Doctor Who. You've never seen Doctor
I've
Who.
never seen Doctor Who.
He's a Time Lord, just like the Doctor. So he'll pop up and fuck shit up, but then he'll disappear and come back 4 years later, and you'll never know what he looks like because he's regenerated by that point.
Oh, okay.
So right now the Master is Missy. He regenerated into a female, so it's the Mistress now. She said I couldn't just go on calling myself the Master, could I? So she's Missy now.
You could.
He planned shit to a degree that is like 8 steps ahead of where you're thinking. And I understand that's not necessarily him; it's the writers on the show, but it's fantastic. Like,
I wonder if they intended to make him a good guy.
Who?
The Master.
Uh-huh.
And just accidentally went the wrong way with him. Like I was running a D&D campaign, and they were supposed to go meet this wizard that was supposed to help them out, and he ended up plane shifting some dude, and then just killed him in cold blood.
Was the wizard an NPC or was it a player?
It was an NPC. It was my guy. I was playing him, and it was just supposed to be some guy that helped him, but killing a guy in cold blood is apparently something that my group of murder hobos that just go into out of town and kill everybody. It was something they just couldn't handle somebody else encroaching on their territory. So they made it their life goal in this game to kill that guy.
I saw a meme on Facebook the other day, and it was Harvey Dent from Batman the Animated Series just sweating, and it said when the DM starts rolling dice and not saying anything.
It's the most fun to just start, hold on a sec, and start rolling dice. Okay, continue. And they're like, what happened? Oh, don't worry about it. I'll just roll dice for me.
No big deal.
My favorite good guy, it's a lot harder for me. Who's your favorite good guy?
I don't know.
I mean, good guys you're gonna like. Everybody's mostly likable.
Okay, Robin Hood, but not just any Robin Hood. Robin Hood from the Disney Robin Hood.
Oh, the fox?
Yeah, the fox. Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck was a good one.
Darkwing Duck's a great one.
And Robo Duck.
Honestly, I don't remember that much Robo Duck. I remember him. I know the character design, but I don't remember anything specific. Is he Blathering Blatherskites? Was that him?
I don't know.
It was Gizmo Duck, not Robo Duck.
Oh, okay. Gizmo Duck, yeah. Deadpool.
There's
Deadpool anti-hero.
He's anti-hero.
Just like Wolverine.
Just like Wolverine and the Punisher, yeah.
I don't know who's a good guy I like.
Is Beetlejuice a good guy or a bad guy?
I don't know.
I think you have to...
I don't know enough Beetlejuice
that depends
to be
on
able to
if
make a
it's
call.
From the movie or the cartoon. Because the movie toward the end, he was very bad guy. The cartoon, I think I remember him being kind of good guy.
So what beloved characters are actually horrible people?
Hold on, I have to go back. I'm an idiot. I'm looking at my refrigerator and I don't know why I didn't say Thor.
Well, he's your favorite.
He's my favorite.
But, I mean...
what now?
We're going to say which good guys were actually horrible people when you look at it from the other side. My immediate answer is Mario.
Mario's an asshole.
The way I got to this conclusion is in Mario Sunshine. There's a big blooper you have to kill. At one stage...
We have that on stream.
Yeah. You walk up. Blooper is hiding under crates. Mario just goes and pulls a tentacle off this thing and he freaks out. Yeah, I'd freak out too if you pull off my arm when I'm just chilling under crates trying to hide from your ass.
Super Mario Brothers 1. All the bricks that you break are actually Mushroom Kingdom inhabitants.
Are they?
Bowser turned everyone into bricks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you're just tearing up
the Mushroom Kingdom.
And hoping one of them spits out a fire flower or a mushroom.
Yeah. So there's that.
So Mario's a genocide maniac.
Pretty much.
Genocidal maniac.
There's some things about Donkey Kong that don't quite sit right as well.
And what did all the alligators have? What are they doing?
The alligators.
Yeah, the main enemies in Donkey Kong.
Not Donkey Kong Country. I'm saying Donkey Kong. There's something, I don't remember what it is, but there's something off about Mario in Donkey Kong that makes him a bad guy. Might be Donkey Kong Jr. You're going after a child ape.
No, in Donkey Kong Jr., he captures Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong's son
That's what it is.
is going to try to save him.
That's what it is. I'm sure Donkey Kong Jr. somewhere in that booklet has a likens itself to King Kong, where he's trying to escape, and because King Kong was big in that time.
Yeah. No, Donkey Kong Jr., you're trying to save Donkey Kong because
That's
Mario
true.
captured him.
I was real bad at that game.
And in Donkey Kong 3,
I don't
you're
know that I've
Mario.
ever
You're
played
Mario
Donkey
with
Kong
like
3.
a bug gun, one of the spray things, and
Yeah.
you're spraying him
Yeah.
with insecticides,
That wasn't a good game.
pesticides.
That was not a good game.
No, I mean neither was Pong, but look where we got.
Did you ever play Donkey Kong on Game Boy? When they not remastered it, but they kind of added to it with a bunch of new levels and dynamics and shit.
Not Donkey Kong, no.
Really good.
Played Donkey Kong Country on Game Boy.
No, they came out with I think it's called Donkey Kong 94 or something. It was on Game Boy. Okay, so Mario's an asshole. Batman's not a great guy at all.
Well, I think that's something that they handle in the Daredevil TV or Netflix show, where you're not a good person if you're running around attacking all these people.
Yeah.
You're a vigilante, and there's a reason vigilantes get arrested.
Yeah.
Just because you're attacking the bad guy, the guys you consider bad, doesn't make you automatically good.
The whole dynamic of Batman being kind of hunted by the police is something that's fairly new, 70s or 80s. Because in the 60s, they still had the Adam West era. They still had the comic book code, North American Comic Book Association, where if you were a hero, you had to be friendly to police.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
That was a thing. Like, you had to be... And they had a limit on how much violence you could show in a comic book as well. This really is Flashpoint material. PowerPoint material. Not Flashpoint. That's a different thing.
Completely different thing.
PowerPoint material. PowerPoint on the North American Comic Book Association would be great.
PowerPoints are just bad in general.
Yeah. I don't have PowerPoint. Well, I can't think of a reason to ever get PowerPoint.
Unless you're doing a presentation. It's not really worth it. Unless you, for some reason, just like making PowerPoint presentations.
I mean, maybe. I enjoyed the only one I've ever done in my entire life. Yeah, the whole thing of Batman being hunted by the police in the 60s, early 70s. I think it died in the 80s. I might be wrong on that. But they had very strict guidelines as to what you could put in a comic book.
I guess that's why they still all had the bang and pow and...
Yeah, if you were being violent towards someone, they had to be a distinct criminal or basically Hitler. Hence, the Captain America cover where he's throwing a right cross at Hitler.
They have to be a criminal or Hitler.
Or Hitler.
Good distinction to make.
Or whoever the ruler of China was. Mao?
Yeah.
Was that it?
I think so.
Anyway, other people that are awful people. Other heroes that are awful people.
I mean, the Hulk is not a good person.
Yeah.
I mean, a dude with known anger issues.
But I can't blame him for that. First of all, I'd be pissed off if I turned into the Hulk. Two.
I love it.
Second, I mean, there wouldn't be a problem if he didn't turn into the Hulk.
Well, he wouldn't have been... Yeah,
if he was just an angry guy...
Well, he wouldn't be able to tear down buildings either.
Well, yeah, but... Okay, fine. Whatever you say, the Hulk's not a good person. The Flash is a real bad person.
I don't know enough about the Flash to...
How Flashpoint starts is he goes back in time.
He tries to fix himself.
He tries to fix the timeline. He tries to go back and save his mom.
Oh, I thought he was trying to fix himself and not give him Flash powers.
I don't think so. He tries to.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, he tries to go back. I watched like the first 3 episodes. It was alright. Tries to go back and save his mom, and he ends up jumping universes. But I think Zoom put it best. Professor Zoom, Reverse Flash. So Professor Zoom says, "I'm the bad guy. You are your mother's hero. Her hero. How noble. Oh wait, you didn't stop JFK from getting assassinated. You didn't make sure Hitler stayed in art school. You saved your mommy because you missed her. You're selfish, but I'm the bad guy."
That's a good bad guy.
Yeah. So, in closing, Flash is not a great person either. With great power comes great responsibility.
Most superheroes are bad people on the inside.
Peter Parker was an okay person on the inside.
Peter Parker let the criminal go because he was mad he didn't get paid enough for his fight.
Okay. Except for that, he was also young and stupid.
I think what it can boil down to, Malcolm Reynolds in Firefly said it.
You need conflict to make a good hero.
Everybody that had a statue built for them is some kind of some bitch or another.
Was that the Jane episode?
Yeah, because Jane was really pissed off about how they viewed him as a hero when he was just trying to steal from the magistrate, and they had their job turned south. Spoilers.
I don't think it's that important.
Yeah, so
if you haven't watched Firefly by this point, you're not going to.
Also, spoilers, in the Bible, Jesus dies at the end.
We were talking about that today. I said something, and then I was like, Thomas asked me if I had gone to see Straight Outta Compton. I was like, no, I know what happens at the end. I would love to.
Ice-T stars in all the.
I know what happens.
A bunch of children movies.
I said it's just like Passion of Christ. I know what happens at the end. I'm not going to go watch that. He was like, "You're an asshole." You know that. I did the same thing with Titanic. He said we all went to see it. Me and my brother and his wife and somebody else. And at the end, we walk out and they're all sobbing. And I'm like, "You guys want to go get Burger King or something?" And they all just look at him, and he's like, "What? You thought the ship was going to magically not sink?"
Somehow everybody was going to survive?
No, it's not rocket surgery.
What's the time when somebody did or said something to you in your presence where you said, "You can't be that stupid"?
I work in a grocery store, Brandon.
That's why I think you would have good answers for this.
I think I've talked about the lady with the not sanitary wipe. That's still not what it's called. The sterilizing wipe. Is that what it is?
It's like the Clorox wipes.
Yeah, the Clorox wipes with the basket.
The cleaning wipes.
That. Yeah.
I
almost got run over in the parking lot the other day.
We talk about bad drivers later.
Oh.
But it has become a custom that when somebody calls in and says, "My monitor doesn't work," first thing we ask every time, is it plugged in and is the power turned on?
Well, that's what you should ask as a good IT guy.
Because these people don't know. They just... There was a story one time about IT getting a call. The person said, "Okay, I need you to check under your desk and make sure these wires are connected." And the person said, "Wait, I have to go get a flashlight." I said, "Man, why do you need a flashlight? Is it really dark under there?" "Oh no, the power's off."
Yeah.
These aren't magical boxes. These are just rocks that we made to think. Little Kyle was a fountain of this.
Really?
When he was younger.
Oh yeah.
We had the Little Kyle rule. It was little. If you think of a question, good. Think about it really hard and ask yourself, is this a good question? And if you say yes, don't ask it still. Keep it to yourself.
The Little Kyle rule. I forgot that even existed.
We had a lady come into Popeyes that said, "I want a 4-piece dinner." And then she did these arm gestures. "I want 2 wings." So she flapped her arms, 2 legs, and she patted her legs, 2 thighs, and she tapped her butt, each butt cheek, and then 2 breasts, and she grabbed her tits. And a 4-piece.
I don't feel comfortable with you saying tits.
Her breasticles. Her
Boobs.
breasticles.
Boobs I
her
would appreciate.
boobs.
Thank you. Okay.
And then whoever it was said, "Can you repeat that?" And she did all the hand
No!
motions again. All of them.
Here's my problem. I'm sure I have stories for this, but I've tried so hard to block them out of my memory that I can't recall any of them. My favorite thing from the internet is one of those. No, I got nothing, Brandon. This is going to be a very you-heavy episode. We really need to start coming up with these
Ahead of time. So
ahead of time. Yeah.
I think of them on your couch or in your driveway.
Yeah.
That's where our podcast comes from.
We don't really plan these things.
What average activity are you amazingly horrible at?
I can't whistle.
Well, I can't whistle either.
I can't swim.
You can't swim?
I can't swim.
Do you just like sink?
Yeah.
So you're like the GTA characters in 1 through 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Touch water and just dead.
I fall in water, that's it. Start planning the funeral because...
I mean, I'm terrible at eating normal foods that everybody else likes.
Yeah, but that's not really a skill.
It didn't say skill, it says average activity.
Okay, I guess eating is an average activity. I'm a
Everybody
great
does
driver.
it.
I'm a fantastic driver.
Everybody that's a horrible driver says they're a fantastic driver.
I'm an amazing driver.
I've never ridden with you.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, we're going to have to do that one
I don't
day.
know about that. I think I'll continue driving.
I'm real bad at counting money.
How can you be bad at counting money?
Slow, and I think part of it is that I get halfway through and I just lose interest. So like,
Oh, look, a chicken.
Yeah, that. I didn't have a shirt that said that. Something about a squirrel. It was a squirrel.
The doctors tell me I have ADD, but look, a chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I can do average things to a normal human capacity.
I mean, yeah, I'm not retarded or anything.
I can human pretty well.
I'm great at weed eating. I am. I'm a freaking weed eating Picasso, man.
So you're saying you could do surgery with that thing?
Oh yeah. You human pretty good, Brandon?
I human on a pretty good level.
I wouldn't say pretty good. You human averagely. Is
No,
averagely a word?
I mean, I would say I human pretty good. How many 31-year-olds live single and actually take care of themselves and own a house?
It's true. You're not living off of ramen
I am
anymore. So that's
I never really lived off of ramen. It was living off of Popeyes.
You're not living off of French fries anymore.
It was chicken.
No.
Lots and lots of chicken.
Negative. Every time I was at your house, it was French fries and onion rings, and that's it.
Because, yeah, I ate all the chicken already.
You ate the chicken on the way to the trailer.
Those are
great
strange
times. Oh, yeah, strange.
Average people Olympic events.
Oh.
If they were Olympic for average people, what would some events be?
Weed eating. Swimming, but like normal people swimming?
They had, I forgot where I saw it, but it was, I want to see, at the Olympics, and all the athletes are still in the village, like, I want to see Usain Bolt against Michael Phelps in ping pong.
That'd be great.
Just have everybody try everybody else's sport.
Okay, so are these normal people doing normal things? Hold on. Never mind. Neither of those guys plays ping pong Olympically.
Yeah, Michael Phelps is a swimmer and Usain Bolt was a runner.
Yeah. Are these normal people doing normal things but on an Olympic level? Or are these Olympic athletes doing normal things?
The average day Olympics. How many carrying the most bags up a staircase from the grocery?
I got that one. The one trip challenge. Triathlon.
Trying to discipline a child and drive at the same time.
You got that.
I got that in my hand.
We went on vacation one time, and the cabin was up like flight of stairs, turn, another flight of stairs, and we went grocery shopping. I was like, I'm not making 2 trips.
Yeah, the one trip challenge. If it's more than one trip, then you're doing it wrong.
Could we do cooking as an Olympic event?
I don't think so, because there's already cooking shows and cooking competitions.
Yeah. Okay. Regular people driving. Just go
Just
around the
going
block.
down
Don't hit anything. That's
driving through a Walmart parking lot.
points for drifting. Fuck, I don't know, Brandon.
Cutting grass, the fastest person to cut the whole acre.
They have grass cutting competitions where they have like jet fueled.
Well, I know there's lawnmower races.
Oh yeah,
but they don't. They take the blades off of them.
Do they not cut?
They take the blades off of them. Those would actually be horrendous.
On that same vein, I was watching competitive chainsawing the other day on TV.
Oh, with the big chainsaws with the huge car mufflers on them.
No, not those were later on. It was that. I think that was later on, but it was regular like stock.
Everybody had the same chainsaw.
I don't know if they all had the same chainsaw. I don't think they did. It was regular stock, like sponsored chainsaws, and they just had to go up, down, up again, or down.
Just go down and up.
Yeah, down and up. I sat there for probably a half an hour watching these guys.
I love the lumberjack competitions. I think springboard is my favorite. Where they
what's that?
That's where they have like a 20-foot tall pole, and they have boards with a metal piece on them. They have to cut a notch, put the board in, jump up on it, cut another notch, put the board in, get on top of it, and then cut the top off the tree.
That seems dangerous as hell.
Oh, it's definitely dangerous as hell. But they're up there 20 feet with an axe. It's super sharp.
Jeff from Achievement Hunter, his wife carves with a chainsaw. His wife's a chainsaw carver, I guess.
I don't know if that's a competition though.
It could. She's been in competitions where it's not a speed thing, but you know.
You have 30 minutes to carve
whatever
a chair.
you want. Yeah, she's done some cool stuff.
Actually, had people carving. Last time I went to Disney with my sister, in the Canada area of Epcot, they actually had a lumberjack competition where they did axe throwing, chainsaw carving, and I don't know what the other one was.
I would love to learn to throw axes, but nobody else wants me to.
For good reason.
I want to be as much like Jason Momoa as I can.
Does he? He's Maui though. He's not Canadian.
I didn't say he was Canadian, but he throws axes.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
As a hobby. He drinks beer and throws axes. Those are his hobbies.
Thought he might like to do hakas more than anything else.
He was actually he did a commercial for a local beer company, not local as in Louisiana, but a local beer company, and they met him at the range that he was throwing axes.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw that. So yeah, that's their commercial. It's just him. Rock on.
What was it? Hatchets or axes?
Same thing.
No, hatchets are single-handed.
It's a hatchet.
Axes are two-handed.
It's a hatchet. Do you know where the phrase "bury the hatchet" comes from?
No.
Certain Native American tribes, when they would go to war with another tribe, they would put a hatchet in the tree entering their village, and whenever the war was over, they would take the hatchet out and bury it. And that's where the phrase "bury the hatchet" comes from. You know where I learned that?
No.
Assassin's Creed.
Good job.
So video games can be educational.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, me too.
What were things that were common food staples in your house?
Food staples?
Growing up.
Okay. I'm going to run you through a day in growing up raised by my grandparents. Mom yells at me 3 times to wake up. I get up, eat 2 bowls of cornbread and milk.
Just cornbread all the time?
It's either cornbread and milk or biscuits every day before school. Go to school, don't eat lunch. Come home, eat probably 3 bologna sandwiches and like a can of Vienna sausages or something. This is before I knew better. And then
your processed meat count was very high.
It was bad. And then either rice and gravy. Let's see, rice and gravy. If Pop had just come back from the camp, we'd have fish all the time. Mom's rice and gravy, probably a good 70% of the time, which I didn't have a problem with at all. Red beans and rice once in a while. A lot of cereal, Corn Pops, Sugar Smacks, when they were still Sugar Smacks.
Yeah.
Not Honey Smacks. Biscuits, cornbread, a lot of outdated stuff. Nobody worked in a grocery store. It's just nobody checked the outdates on stuff at my grandparents' house. Mom, I'm pretty sure this... and hot dogs. Holy shit. Hot dogs never on a bun. Slice of bread. Mom, the cereal tastes stale. It's fine, eat it.
I remember a lot of times, like I never ate breakfast at home.
Yeah.
growing up. Unless it was SAT. If it was SAT days, my mom would wake up early and cook us eggs. But normally I didn't eat breakfast. I always ate lunch at school. And when I was younger, like when we moved to Milton,
I don't think I ever ate bacon until I was like 18.
You poor child.
I don't think Mom ever cooked bacon.
That's horrible.
Okay, until you moved to Milton.
And when we moved to Milton, I would bring my lunch because I didn't like the cafeteria food at Milton school. And my mom would cook me a hamburger, but she would never get up early and cook it for me. So she would drop it off at school right before lunch. And
you had delivered lunch every day?
Yeah. It was just the hamburger, not on a bun or anything, just a plain hamburger. And I ate it on crackers.
That's weird. You ate it on crackers?
I ate it on crackers. My mom put crackers in a Ziploc and put that with
my lunch. I was jealous at first, but not anymore.
It was just the hamburger. The principal, my mom was dropping it off one day. The principal actually said, Brandon really needs to be more responsible and bring his lunch with him in the morning. Mom's like, why? I'm at home. I'm not working. I just make it a little bit before lunch so we can have a hot hamburger for lunch. Why do you care?
You need to be more responsible and mind your own fucking business,
I hate
lady.
That principal so bad. Yeah, I mean, she actually got fussed at because she didn't care. She didn't have nothing else better to do but cook me lunch, so she did it.
It was Quibido at the time, right?
I believe so.
I'd like to go on a record and say, fuck Miss Quibido.
Well, I didn't want to put her name on the podcast, but
it's not her first name.
There's a lot of
Quibidos out there. She's never going to hear this. Oh, God, she's going to hear it now.
And now that you said it. But I mean, my mom would normally cook.
What's she going to do to me?
She's going to put you in detention. What's she going to do to you? She's going to put it on your permanent record.
Did you ever have detention?
Yeah, all the time. No, not. I never had detention at Milton.
No?
Like at my first school,
yeah.
I almost got suspended. Because it was...
What happened, Brandon?
You don't do your homework 3 times,
yeah.
You get detention. 3 detentions and suspension.
Okay.
I didn't do my homework a lot.
It was the same thing at Milton.
And in detention at my first school, it wasn't just a stay-in for lunch. It was, you stayed 2 hours after school writing lines.
Oh, F that noise.
Yeah. It wasn't just doing your homework. No, it was writing lines.
I am the best kid.
For 2 hours.
I got detention once. I tried to talk my way out of it. That didn't work.
It never does.
No.
What was it for?
I didn't do my homework twice.
Oh, that's stupid.
And then for Miss Leah's class, we all got a historical figure and we had to draw a picture of them.
This is in 6th grade?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. She was science, not social studies.
Look, I don't know, man.
Miss Leah was science.
I'm aware of that, but for some reason I had to color a Templar for her, okay? I know the story. I was there.
Are you sure?
I had to color a Templar. Templars are red and white.
Yes.
So I colored the Red Cross. She said that's not colored. So I got detention.
Did she want silver?
I don't know. I didn't know well enough to ask proper questions at that time.
Getting detention for not coloring in 6th grade
the worst.
Is pretty bad.
I got detention in Miss... Who's the short one? The math teacher.
I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about.
It was in her class, and she was really cool. She called book sacks satchels, which I...
Oh, yeah. She had Miss Trahan.
No.
Miss M. Trahan.
No.
There was C. Trahan and M. Trahan.
No, it wasn't a Trahan. Stutz. Miss Stutz.
Oh, yeah. I like that lady.
She called book sacks satchels, which now, as an adult, I liken with explosives. Satchel explosive. That's what that is. But whatever. And she used the word flatulate instead of fart. I didn't know what that meant in 6th grade. I wasn't a bright kid. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Food staples.
Food staples.
Like my mom, I know for dinner a lot of times we had pepper steak, which is just rice and gravy.
Oh.
Pork roast.
I was about to ask what pepper steak is. I've never heard of that.
It's round steak that you just simmer a long time to make it tender. Pot roast, chicken and dumplings, red beans and rice.
Dude, I love chicken and dumplings.
Stuff. I can't do dumplings.
And I can tell, I know that.
It's soggy bread.
I can tell you on one hand the amount of times that I've had chicken and dumplings, but I love chicken and dumplings. Not out of a can. That's gross.
Mom made them with biscuit, fresh dumplings, and
Mom did that one time.
I just don't know how anybody can eat boiled biscuits.
Well, it depends on what you boil it in. If it's in gravy, it's delicious.
It was water. Just water and chicken.
No, okay.
It was like a seasoned water, but it was still it wasn't a dark roux.
Well, no,
liquid.
that's not. I'm saying, was it a chicken gravy or was it chicken water?
I don't know. I never ate it.
Okay, because Mom did it in chicken gravy. So it's essentially biscuits. It's soggy biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom would leave out chicken for me, just plain chicken.
Of course.
And I used to do tacos with it or like eat a chicken sandwich or something.
You are the most mollycoddled child.
I actually not, because I am the most independent of all my siblings.
It's
and
true.
I am the middle child.
It's true.
My mom didn't feel like making anything else for me, so when she boiled the chicken and put it in with the dumplings, she just left some out.
You get this.
You get plain chicken, have fun doing something
I
else
love
with it.
chicken. I'm trying to think. All manner of...
Fried shrimp. We ate a ton of fried shrimp.
Okay. Mom, I want some cookies. Okay. She gave me one of those packs of cheese peanut butter crackers. This is not a cookie. I think she gave... I wanted a cough drop. I wanted some candy one time, and I think she gave me a cough drop.
That's not how that works.
I couldn't have asked for a better person to raise me, honestly. My grandma was amazing. Probably the most brave person I've ever seen. Just smash spiders. She didn't even care. Just done. I've kind of gotten over my fear of spiders lately.
We have at judo, we have a closet that they let us, that we used to have judo keys in.
Are there spiders in it?
But they let us change in there.
Mm-hmm.
There are some daddy long leg spiders in there. They're normally in a corner that we don't go near. Me and Brian, we go in and change. I told Shelby, you can use the closet if you don't want to have to walk to the bathroom to change. She walked in there.
You didn't tell her about the spiders.
No. She walked in there once. The door closed. She walked right out. Nope, I'm going to the bathroom to change. So now you call it the spider closet.
Is she? I've talked to her occasionally, like once or twice on Facebook. Is she aware that we know each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've told her that.
All right.
That I know you. And I've mentioned to her that we did a podcast. So you have a bad driver story that you wanted to say earlier? You almost got run over in the parking lot?
Oh, I almost got run over in the parking lot. I was bringing a woman's groceries out, and this car comes in, not fast or anything, but this car comes in like from my back and clips my forearm, my elbow with the rearview mirror.
Side view mirror?
The side view mirror. How fucking hard is it to just not run over somebody? I don't know. I know that's not what the spot's for, but they love to take up the handicap spot and the line spot. Like they'll park in the middle of them, and that's fine because they have a handicap tag. I'm okay with it. But the line spot, do you know what the line spot's for?
That's so they can get the wheelchair ramp.
Right. They love to park in the middle of those two spaces. I'm like, you're doing it wrong, but I'm not going to tell you anything because you're old and you have a handicap tag. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. It's not my parking lot.
The worst driver that I came across recently, I was on Broadmoor taking a left onto Ambassador, where that Circle K is. It was getting kind of busy, so there was some traffic, but I was first in line at the green light. When the turn light turned green, I drove and I turned left. There was a guy on the right-hand side. I was going at a good clip. The pool guy that was in the other lane stopped on Ambassador to let a guy from Circle K pull on the Ambassador, pull out of the parking lot.
That seems unreasonable.
That's fine if you're pulling into the lane where the person is letting you in. He pulled into my lane. I had to slam on brakes. I felt my brakes lock up. I felt the ABS kick in. And I mean, I was inches from this guy's driver's side door. If I wouldn't have stopped, I would have killed this cat.
Yeah.
Because my lane was better than the one that he was being led into. That's also on the pool guy because he shouldn't have stopped on Ambassador to let somebody out.
Yeah.
Pissed me off for the rest of the day. I was going to my house closing at that time. I was going to close on my house, and that happened.
I actually am glad I started thinking about this because I do have a good story. I forgot to get something at the store, so I was going to New News right here. I get what I need, and I pull out of a parking lot. And I look in my rearview mirror, and there's a truck behind me coming the same way. I stop facing school, right? I'm taking a left.
On the 92.
Yeah. Taking a left. I could have gone right. It would have been faster to go right, but I was taking a left. It's regardless. That's not.
You're allowed.
Yeah, I'm allowed. There's cars coming. He starts laying on his horn. I look at him. He's doing this whole thing. So I'm like, all right, dude. At this point, I'm going to take as much time as I want because you're pissing me off. So he's still laying on his horn. There was enough of a gap for me to turn, but it would have been rude because the person coming would have had to hit their brakes.
I hate when people do that so bad. It can be miles behind me empty, and that asshole's still going to pull out in front of me no matter what.
He's laying on his horn again, and I look at him, and his grill is held on by bungee cords. And I'm thinking to myself, this is why you can't have nice things. Because you do this kind of shit right here.
You don't deserve nice things. Because you, sir, are an asshole.
Yeah. So he followed me and...
Did he tell you everything about yourself?
No.
And how you're a horrible person?
No, he didn't follow me. I mean, he turned the same way as I did, and then I turned... I'm like, this dude's from Milton. I couldn't tell who he was from, seeing him in the rearview mirror.
Probably
but
somebody
I'm
I
like,
went to school with.
Probably so. Probably somebody I didn't like way back then. Because I don't like him now. But, he has a very recognizable truck. You see a truck. If you see a truck with the grill held on by bungee cords, tell him I said hi.
To the 3 people that watch this.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we gotta
hold on. I wanted to talk about this 2 weeks ago, and I forgot. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
No, I
It's
normally
not a thing you
don't.
do. Okay.
I mean, actually, I am so happy. We have not had the resolutioners at the gym yet.
Oh, really?
They haven't been there, or at least they don't go the same time as me. Every year they take up all the treadmills for a week, and then never show up again. Which I'm fine with. I don't mind it, but that week it pisses me off. It hasn't happened yet this year, and I'm
good.
not sad.
That's good. I'm just trying to get back on my diet. The boiled egg diet worked really well for me when I was on it.
You were only eating boiled eggs?
No. It's mostly boiled eggs, fruit, vegetables, and plain grilled chicken. But it worked. Oh, and salad. Well, that's vegetables. It worked really well for me when I was on it. So I'm trying to get back on it. I lost, in the first 2 weeks, I lost 6 pounds or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I'm about to go on the backpacking diet.
Where you just eat backpacks?
You just go, yeah. All you eat for months is backpacks. No, where you go backpacking and lose 20 pounds.
Oh, that sounds awful. I'm going to take mine.
25 miles in 3 days. It's fine.
I could probably do that. With good underwear, I could probably do that.
With a 30-pound pack.
It depends how well I slept the night before.
You don't sleep well out there, I promise.
But yeah, the boiled egg diet worked really well for me. I'm going to try to get back on it. Today I ate 2 boiled eggs and a little cup of cantaloupe for lunch and a bag of chips. Look, I'm slipping a little bit, but I'm trying. Okay.
Today I ate the remaining leftover tacos that I had and a grilled cheese sandwich.
You had tacos today.
I had leftover tacos.
Did your mom make chicken dumplings last night, or?
No, I don't live at home anymore. I make my own tacos. I made tacos last Monday night.
Today's Saturday. Mm-hmm. We didn't do a fucking dateline at the beginning of this thing.
You were too busy worrying about failing at your intro.
You should have let me.
I let you fail twice.
You should have let me do it
and then
6
I went
more
ahead
times.
and did it myself. So I guess we need to start wrapping this up because it's been quite a while. No podcast next week. Don't expect it.
Yeah, all 3 of you don't expect the podcast. You're gonna have D&D. I have D&D. And I'm going to be in South Carolina. So there's that fucking gnat.
So no podcast next week.
No podcast next week. We'll be back January what's your favorite thing from the internet this week, Brandon?
It didn't just start this week, but
you found about it this week.
I found a new appreciation for it this week. It's Earth-chan.
Okay, what is this?
Earth-chan is a manga comic book, but where the main character is Earth-chan.
Okay.
So blue hair, chick, and they have all the planets represented. Like Jupiter's a big, huge, fat guy, and she talks about getting sick because everybody's polluting and stuff. And one of the funniest things is the running joke is Earth Chan's flat, and she's always trying to tell people, "I am not flat. Look, I have a chest."
That's funny.
It makes me laugh.
You don't read a lot of manga, do you?
I read zero manga.
Okay.
It's on Imager.
Okay. All right. I read a little bit of manga.
But check out Earth Chan if you get a chance.
I'm
sure it's the search topic on Imager.
I'm sure it is. My favorite thing from the internet this week is the lady that on January 4th went to Costco and attempted to return her dead Christmas tree. Not only attempted to return her dead Christmas tree, but successfully returned her dead Christmas tree. Apparently, this is not the first time that Costco does this.
Do they just give you a refund, or do they give you another tree?
I'm assuming they give you a refund.
Can you return it and just get another one?
I'm assuming they give you another refund. That's incredible. Oh my god!
How expensive are live Christmas trees?
Decently expensive.
Are we talking about like $50 or like $20?
The amount of gall that this woman has.
They won't want to take anything back.
I can't. Will they?
Yeah, and you can bring things they don't even sell at that store, and they'll take it back.
If
it scans, they'll take it back. I'm not sure because I guess they would have to look and see if you used the Christmas tree, make sure it wasn't out of its packaging.
Christmas trees just come in a net, Brandon. I don't know if you're aware of
that. Yeah, I am. It would be out of its packaging. They have the little screw holes from when you screw it into the stand.
Yeah, okay.
You return a damaged product.
You ever had a live Christmas tree?
That's all my parents have.
Really?
Yeah, we've never had an artificial.
I've only ever had a plastic Christmas tree.
Right now in my house, I still have my aluminum, my foil Christmas tree, my tinsel tree.
My grandpa would get pissed off about the plastic shit on the floor. Can you imagine how pissed off he would get about the live tree droppings?
You have to sweep at least once a week, or you're gonna have pine needles everywhere. And if you don't water that sucker, it gets bad.
Didn't they do a MythBusters episode on how to keep your tree alive, like with hairspray and shit?
I think it was more about keeping the pine needles on it and then keeping it alive.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did. They've done everything, and that's why they don't have a show anymore.
They do have a show. They brought it back.
Yeah, but it's not Amy and Adam and Jamie.
Amy and Adam.
That's what they should have put on the new one. Have you watched the new one?
No.
The Asian guy?
Are they back?
No, they don't.
No.
Okay, but the Asian guy has a shredder hard hat.
That's amazing.
With
and mildly
mohawk
racist.
And the stuff hanging off of it.
That is amazing and also mildly racist.
I mean, I'm sure it's his.
I mean, I know it's his, but still. Can you be racist to yourself? Like, if he's Asian and he's wearing a shredder hard hat, is that racist because he's doing it?
No, because that's just a part of a costume that he wanted. A racist, you can be racist against white people. He can be racist against Asian people.
Yeah, okay.
Not against yourself.
You can't be racist against yourself.
If you hate yourself, you're just a millennial.
This has gone some... I don't think that's... I mean, I can hate myself and not be a millennial.
You can, but millennials are taking over the internet with it.
Okay.
I mean, read Imager for
this has gone somewhere where it didn't need to go. Okay.
Anyway. All right, I think we're done here. Say good night, Randall.
Good night, Randall.
And see y'all in a couple weeks.